Do you want to learn how to play Now and Then by the Beatles on piano, but every video you found is either too complicated or just doesn't sound like the original recording? Well, we have the solution for you. We spent countless hours coming up with this arrangement that you can learn no matter your skill level. Just choose your favorite one from beginner to pro, and let's get started.
I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you.
So for the beginner part, we're just going to play 5 simple chords. The first one is A and E in your left hand, and then A, C, and E in your right hand. Play that A, then skip one white note, play that C, skip another white note, and play that E. And this beautiful chord is called A minor. That's going to be your first chord. If you want, you can pause the video and try to find it. Now for the second chord, we're going to move every note one key lower except for the pinky in your right hand. So all the other notes move down one key. And there's your second chord. Now pause the video again and just try to learn these 2 positions. Now to find our third chord, we're going to start back at our first chord, and then we're going to move everything down 2 keys. Every single note down 2 keys, keeping the same hand position. You can use any finger you want. But again, starting from this first chord, move everything down 2 keys lower, and there you've got your third chord. This is an F major. Try to just practice the transition from that first chord down to this F major, the third chord. Very good. Now for the fourth chord, we're going to start from our third chord, that F major, and we're going to move everything down 1 key lower, except your ring finger in your right hand is going to play this black note, G sharp. So start from that third chord, move everything down, and this is your fourth chord, that E major. Starting from that F, you're going to move everything down 1 key with that black note, that G sharp in your right hand. Just like that. And the fifth and final chord, we're going to find by going back to that first chord, and you're just going to move the 2 bottom notes in your right hand up 1 note each to the next available notes. So if this is your first chord, this is going to be the 5th chord. Now the tricky part is, in the song, we're going to move from that 4th chord all the way down here, all the way up to that 5th chord. This is the trickiest part of the song, so just make sure you practice that transition from that 4th chord all the way up to that 5th chord up here. All right, great job. Now that you've learned all the chords, we're going to play them in order, starting with this first chord. Down to the 2nd, and repeat these 2. Again, down to the 2nd one. Then we go back to the 1st one last time, and down to that 3rd chord, 2 notes lower, and then down to the 4th, which we're going to play twice, and then make that jump up to that 5th chord, and then back down to that 1st chord. So the order is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 4, 5, 1. Right? Very good. All right, let's try that with the backing track. 3, 4.
I know it's true. It's all because of you. And if I make it through, it's all because of you. And now
All right, so for the intermediate part, we're going to be using the exact same chords that we used in the first part. In 3, 4, and 5. But this time we're just going to add a really simple pattern in both of our hands. So for every chord, we're going to start in the left hand. Then we're going to play the thumb of the right hand and the 2 top notes, and then back to the thumb. So kind of like a circle going up and down and up. Left thumb to thumb. Left thumb to thumb. Left thumb to thumb. And that's the pattern. We're going to do that for every chord. So if you want, you can just pause the video and try this pattern with every chord you just learned. Let's play it very slow when you're ready with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. First chord. And again, we're going to play every chord twice. So the second chord. Again. Back to the first one. Again. And then back to the second one. Back to the first one. And then down to the third position. Down to the fourth position. One more time. And then up to the fifth. And finish back on the first chord again. Now the bad news is you're going to have to play that much faster. So instead of 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and the rhythm is a bit closer to 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So make sure you're starting slow, practicing a bit faster with every chord until you're up to speed. Your second chord, and the third, fourth, and up to the fifth, and back down to the first again. And now, let's try it with a backing track. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is how a pro would play this song. So while at the same time you're accompanying with the pattern that we learned in the intermediate section, we're also going to play the melody. And you're going to want to play those notes a little bit louder than the rest of the accompaniment. Right? So make sure that your fingers are able to really dig into the keys so you can hear that melody over the accompaniment. Amazing. All right, so this is how the melody interacts with the accompaniment. The first notes in the melody are E, D, E, B, and we're going to play them over the first chord and over the second. So we're going to start by playing the first chord, E, D, E, B, right as we get to the second chord, right? And at the same time as we're doing this, we have to kind of keep the groove going with the rest of the pattern, so that no beat goes unplayed by any of your fingers. And instead of playing long, full notes in your left hand, you're going to play them staggered with this little rhythm. You're going to play that twice. then something different, because we have a different note in the melody. We're going to be playing E, D, E, C. And when we play the C, we're going to land on that third chord in our sequence. So it's going to be like this. E, D, E, C. And after that, we play E, C again. Those two are very important. Don't forget them. Very good. All right, let's try to add some rhythm. Very good. Again. Nice. And the last melody part is C, B, E, D. And we're going to play that over this fourth chord. You're probably going to have to use different fingers or move them to play this, unless your hand is big enough to play this with 5 and 4, but I wouldn't recommend it. So, fourth chord, and we play C, B, E, D. Let's see how those two last sections sound together. C, E, C, and now C, B, E, D. And we land on that fourth chord when we play the B. So, fourth chord on that B. And now, for the very last part, we just have B, B, down to A. And this falls on the fifth chord and down to the first chord again. So this is the easiest chunk to learn. You're just going to play that B twice and keep the accompaniment going. And then down to the A. So now let's try that all together with the backing track, with the melody and the accompaniment all together. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, great job. Now, for the end of the video, we're going to try something a little different. All right, to wrap up, we're going to play the introduction in the beginner way, the first verse in the intermediate way, and the second verse in the pro way. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. That was a great job if you made it this far. And now, if you want to learn the rest of the song, you can head on over to HDpiano.com, where my friend Greg is going to teach you this song step by step. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.